Oh, hello there. So, had a question the other day from somebody asking me if I can do a tour of the premises here. So, I thought I would do that today, but absolutely, truly beautiful, sunny, lovely weather today, around 14 degrees centigrade, which is around, I believe, 57, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So yes, very happy about those temperatures here to work in. So that is indeed spiffing, isn't it? Spiffing, if you will, not a rotter. Yeah, it's fantastic indeed. So anyway, yeah, so let's start the tour now, and lots to show, so let's get on with it, oh boy. Okay, so now, what are we going to do in front here? So what is this? This happens to be a peach tree. Now, this is variety Dixie Red, which happens to be an American variety of peach. And as you can see here, it's starting to, the blossoms will not be too far away now. So you can see, look at that, this will be a beautiful, beautiful, exquisite, lovely purple flower when it comes out. So this is a self-fertile variety, meaning it produces fruit on its own pollen. So of course, if you intend to grow one of these within a polytunnel or greenhouse, for which bees and pollinating insects are less likely to get in here, you will be wise to have a self-fertile variety such as this here. So yes, going to be pruning this very soon because it's the correct time of year is coming up in order to prune peach trees, but won't be long, and looking absolutely fantastic. And for those of you who do not know, the reason why this is in here is because of strict avoidance of a horrible condition called peach leaf curl, which more than likely will lead to the eventual death of the tree. So you really want to avoid that. I've got lots of videos on peach leaf curl, so one may wish to check those out should you wish to avoid it. Okay, now, so what else do we have in here? So, as you may remember, if you've been following me for a while now, I've got these pots ready for my exotic growing things I intend to grow here. So here we have a tea plant, which is absolutely fantastic. It truly, truly is. And in the corner here, we have a vine. We have a grapevine. Autumn Royal, yes. So a very royal, lovely name here, a variety from California. So the reason in which it is in the polytunnel here is for the extra temperature in which this will provide during the growing season. Because although last year the temperature was rather warm for a UK summer, typically we do not have summers, you know, to the same degree that they have in California. So yes, certainly grown very well, and expecting this to look beautiful. Hopefully some absolutely gorgeous honey, fantastic, exquisite, beautiful grapes to eat later in the year. That is the hope anyway. So that is variety Autumn Royal. Okay, my old chummies, so now, in front of me here, this is a Concord pear, okay? And we all like a nice pear, don't we? Certainly true, I like a nice pear indeed, I really, 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 truly do. So, absolutely fantastic here. And Concord pear, self-fertile, so if you're going to have one pear tree, it makes sense to have a self-fertile one. Although it will produce fruit on its own pollen, it will be better if you indeed have another pear tree that flowers, or a quince that flowers during the same time for cross-pollination. But if you're just going to have one, a Concord pear can be absolutely fantastic. So yes, you can see here the buds are indeed starting to swell, so indicative of lovely spring weather. This one here particularly fantastic, and hopefully will not be long till some nice, well, in fact, no, we don't want it too soon to blossom because, frost and frost damage. So there we go in those regards. Okay, so what do we have here? So here we have a Jubilee plum, okay? I planted this a few seasons ago. It's grown very well with last year's growth here. I'm expecting this to be an absolutely fantastic tree. Now, I will just get the older camera here, and you can see a little bit more about it, right? Okay, plum Jubilee there you go. Yes, so similar in appearance and flavour to Victoria, but it's a much larger fruit and slightly earlier. So Absolutely gorgeous tree, and I'm expecting this to look absolutely great when the time comes, whether this year or in subsequent years, for some excellent fruit. Okay, hear me, old fruits. Now, this is a Worcester pearman apple tree. So this is a traditional variety, and hoping, look at that, look, I call this tipping, yes, at this time of year when they start to swell up there. So yes, rather nice indeed, and looking particularly nice. Okay, yeah, through the older trestles here. Trestles are very nice. They're not growing, obviously, because then they're not plants. But okay, now here we go. Here we have a absolutely fantastic tayberry. Now, tayberries are brilliant. They fruit on last year's growth, okay, and they tend to be ready before strawberries and before raspberries, and they are just absolutely they truly are fantastic. They really are Mamma Mia Magnifico. So absolutely beautiful here. And there we go, tayberries, yes. Okay, so in front here we have a cutting. I took a cutting of few years ago, okay, of a grapevine from previous vines. I got a lot of information on vines, so check my grape playlist, but grape playlist, very interesting if you are interested in growing grapes in the UK. So yes, grapevine here. Of course, dormancy at the moment, or semi-dormant, whatever, which is why it, hasn't got any leaves on it, the same with all the other deciduous shrubs, etc. Okay, so now blueberries here, and I need to do something with these because they certainly are, they need to be looked after with love, with attention, TLC, and that sort of thing is totally what we need. So let's have a look at the old, let's have a look at the old boy here. Yes, okay, so nothing to swell the old buds there. Very happy. Oh yes, now this here is not the best specimen actually. I'm a bit disappointed with it. So Lakemont seedless, but not particularly good grafted variety there. But we will see how this indeed does. Come on. Oh yes, and another blueberry here. Right, okay. Oh, jolly hockey sticks indeed, fantastic. Okay, now, just contain my excitement for uno momento. Okay, in front here, this is going to be the production patch here of vegetables and beautiful nutritional food. So here we go. So basically, this is around, 5 meters long, something like that, by about 2 meters, 3-4 meters deep, something there. And you can see that right in front of me, this is going to be my growing area for the year. So I'm expecting this to look absolutely beautiful when the time comes. And, this post here, I've been meaning to sort of this out for some time. The other day, when I came back from work, I started to got a lot of concrete down there, so I've got to take this out. I'm probably going to replace this post or put a support in, but my little bodge job here is not so bad, but I do need to sort it, because it's basically it's not suitable really, because it could blow over, and I truly don't want that. Right, okay, in front of me here, this is a tree I grafted myself. Now, not the most intellectually sort of superior thing to do, because what I did, the graft is beautiful. I mean, it's taken really well, it really has. But problem is I forgot to write down somewhere what variety it is. So always make sure if you graft, you make a record somewhere, so that ideally on the tree or in a book or somewhere else, so you know what variety it is that you have, that you've grafted, because you want to know really what you've been grafting. So I'll get the old camera down here, and you can see where my graft was. So it's beautiful there, and absolutely gorgeous, fantastic, lovely, and excellent home grafted tree, which one can leave for posterity, look around it, show people, be proud of what you have done, and continue heritage varieties. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, so yes, in front of me here, this is a tayberry, okay? Another tayberry. Now, okay, tayberries they are absolutely gems of fruits to grow. They are tasty, they are delicious, they are nutritious, and the best thing about them, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is the fact that they are ready before raspberries, before blackberries, and before strawberries. So isn't that fantastic? Of course, here in the UK, we regularly look forward to our strawberries and cream, but tayberries before they're ready can be absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, yeah. So in behind, starting to look good. They fruit on last year's growth, as I mentioned earlier. So, you want to be leaving last year's growth, otherwise you will not be getting fruit. If you understand my meaning there. Fantastic. Okay, for those of you who are interested, a while ago I set some broad beans here. They're inside germinating, and some leeks here. And this is the coffee plant that you peeps saw the other day. So starting to get going, but still being mindful of frost. And although the broad beans would have been okay outside, germination is much quicker inside, and I'm able to guard them from any potential threats, so to speak, such as things that might eat the tops off, which I do not want. Yeah, so here, kale, got some peppers, although they are yet to germinate, and some rocket here as well. So nice peppery rocket, fantastic and beautiful and tasty, and adds that nice little extra bit of spice when one may need it. Okay, matey peeps, right now, in front of me here, this is going to be the soft fruit bed, which the majority of you who follow me regularly will have seen this, okay? So we're not going to go too much into this because there are other things in which, other things in which one can do with their time, etc. So, okay, so we have gooseberries and, what else do we have here? And black currants here, so looking very, very good and happy, nice, lovely. And here in front of me we have an Invicta. This is an Invicta, a gooseberry, raspberry is there, and here we have a black currant. So, and of course, oh dear me, the forgetfulness is. In front of me here we have a beautiful and fantastic, stellar cherry, self-fertile, first variety to be introduced to the UK, may I say, years ago, because before this most cherry trees would have been huge things. You needed ones to cross-pollinate each other, but this will produce fruit on its own pollen, so isn't that beautiful? And of course, cherry trees are historically large trees, but this is grafted onto a dwarfing rootstock, and this is known as a minaret, so absolutely gorgeous tree, and I'm very, very happy about it being here. Okay, people, yes, so we are back here in the polytunnel. Absolutely fantastic, and you can see here geraniums. You've seen these all before, and down here we have something. What are they? Beetroot. I've germinated them in here. I'm going to be transplanting them outside at another time. Now, intriguingly enough, down here, what I've done is set a grapevine cutting of the variety Legmont seedless, I believe, down here, and I'm going to be growing that away, so that will look fantastic, excellent, and hopefully in a few years more grapes will prevail here inside the polytunnel. Well, okay, people, so I hope that you've enjoyed that little tour of the garden here. But, so lots to come, lots to do, going to be getting some new things. The weather's just fantastic, so you're very, very good. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that video. As always, any questions, comments, whatever, post them down below. Please feel free to do that, and I will respond accordingly. So take care. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and tally-ho to all of you out there, and speak to you next time. Now I'm off for some port, actually. What am I going to have? Port, something else with the port. What goes well with port? Something port and biscuits. Yes, biscuits. Oh, look at these buds. I just cannot wait until I get some beautiful, beautiful peaches this year.